Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. Spring training baseball coming your way. It's the Seattle Mariners and the Los Angeles Angels.
And now, please welcome your
first pitch coming at you right after the break.
Angels.
One down. Here's the second baseman.
Emerson.
Kicks and fires. On the ground to the left. Frye. Fires to first in time.
At first, the shortstop, Boof.
Now the third baseman, Boof, Frye.
Boof, Frye.
Runner on the move. Pitch in for a strike. Throw, and they got him.
Well, this is a real momentum killer after the leadoff single. Tried to steal second base on the first pitch. Defense was all over it. Nicely done from behind the plate with the catch and throw. Then a quick tag before he reaches the base.
Breaking ball misses down and away.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
Off the mark there. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out, base is empty. This to third. Toss to Naylor. 2 away down.
Now batting, center field.
Here's Josh Naylor. Carpenter on at second with 2 down. That's to third. Frye. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. And midway in the 4th, it's the Mariners 1 and the Angels nothing.
Up next for the Angels, the third baseman, Boof, Frye.
Slides, but it gets by him. Here's the center fielder, Jake McCarthy.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first.
Check on the runner.
He's safe.
Another throw over.
He's safe.
With the tying run at the plate here in the bottom of the 6th. Runner takes off, pitches low.
That's the ball.
Safe at second with a stolen base. The 1-2. Naylor steps on first for the out.
The batter, number 5.
So digging in, Juan Morales. The 1-2. Norby. That's the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. Big spot. 2 out. Both the tying and go-ahead runs are aboard. There's a strike.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
Two outs. Now 1-1.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
Up the middle, and that one handled in there. He's safe.
Such great concentration. Everybody on their feet, knowing that you can come through with a good swing. And there he doesn't try to do too much.
Ground ball to the right side. Slides for the stop, and they get the out. But they scored twice and even it up late. We look ahead to inning number 8. We are tied 2-2. Andres Chaparro up next for the Mariners. On the ground to third. In plenty of time to first. Now 2 away as they get a run across. He's in there. 3-2. They take the lead. Frye with some solid production in the win.
I really liked how he looked in this one. He consistently came to the plate with a solid plan, and it showed in the results. Nice job.
Welcome into Date Palm Field. Spring training baseball coming your way. It's the Los Angeles Angels taking on the Cleveland Guardians.
And now, please welcome
And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Runners at the corners here. 1 away. Frye, the next to hit.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Check swing, appeal to first. No, he held up. Traffic on the bases with 2 already in to score here at the top of the second. Swing and a liner, base hit out into right center field. 1 runs in, around third. He'll score and the Angels take the lead.
Picks himself up a couple of ribbies. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. The ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
One down, runner at third. And next for L.A., Jake McCarthy. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
The batter at the box. Second baseman.
2 on, 1 out. Morales will hit next.
Well, they've been able to score 4 runs off of him in this inning, and this is where you want to just max out, get as much as you can, give him one of those tough innings where it's going to be hard for him to recover in the next one.
Grounded to third, could be 2.
Up next for the Angels, the right fielder, Mike Brown.
1 out, runner at second. DeVries now at the plate. The 0-1, trying to move him over here. Frye fires over to first, and there are 2 down.
Up next for the Guardians, the second baseman.
2 on, 2 outs.
Third baseman, Boof, Frye.
Outside with a breaking ball.
Clearly, he hasn't had it in this game, and looks like sooner than later, they're going to have to go to the bullpen.
Two outs. And another ball.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Jones, the lead runner at second. Neto on at first with 2 down. That's out to center field. Varsho under it. He makes the grab, and that is that. Angels strand a couple, and it remains 5-3. 1 out, base is empty.
Third baseman, Boof, Frye.
Close one, doesn't get the call.
Counts
and that's
1-0.
ball 1.
Two and oh.
And that's in for a strike. 1 out, base is empty, and a run in, and we're at the top of the 5th. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Up next for the Angels.
This one isn't exactly close, Chris. Let's go off script for a moment.
I'm game.
Were we on script?
Never.
Singing, did anybody ever give you the silent treatment?
I don't remember that they did. I think they were pretty cool with me in terms of celebrating my rookie year. First home run came in Anaheim against the Angels. And I always love to watch now, though, especially when that player is unsuspecting. You know, some guys, they've been around long enough to know there's a good chance I'm going to get the silent treatment. But when that player's maybe been grinding it out for a little while and finally gets that home run, is expecting the big lift coming into the dugout, and they just stonewall him, it's awesome.
And the slider just misses. Every once in a while, they'll work that same trick on a veteran player. If, say, he's been cold or hasn't hit a home run in a long time. And that's always fun when you don't see it coming at all. and everybody in the dugout goes crickets on him.
Yeah, and that veteran player's usually got a response for those individuals with one or the other hands. He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Digging in, Matt Vierling. And he lays one down the left side. Frye. To second for one. Over to first. Safe. Scale of 1 to 10. How good a barber were you?
For a non-professional, I'd say I was probably a 7. But if I was comparing to professionals, I'd be like a 3.
And next for the Angels, Boof, Frye. He swings and fouls one off. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
Next pitch, a slider that misses outside.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the ninth. That one not close. And that's ball 2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. So no runs, no hits. Frye played well enough for the win.
I'm sure they're glad they got the win, but if he's going to be a driver for their offense, he needs better days than this. Some good signs in this one, though.
Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. Spring training action on MLB The Show. It's the Los Angeles Angels and the San Diego Padres. First pitch coming your way next. One down. Now the third baseman, Boof, Frye. First pitch, and he just misses.
And that's a pitch early in this game. He needs called for a strike. Struggling with command issues. He's got to get a little help from the umpire.
Swing and a miss at a slider.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Cut on and miss. Struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count. Get the guy in the box on his heels. And then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Frye at the plate with 2 away. Swings through that one. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2.
Well, you can't expect to get a great pitch to hit with an open base and a runner on second. He's going to have to really tighten up his sights here, make sure that he can barrel up the ball.
2 outs. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Got it. That K is his 3rd of the game. Angels leave 1 as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. One out. Runner at second. Alex Bregman, the next up for the Padres. Rip towards third. Sends it across to first. And they get Bregman for the out.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
2 outs, base is empty. First off, bringing it just misses. Gibson Long, 31 years old, and he was a 6th round draft pick back in 2019. That misses. Ball 2.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
And another ball.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
Jake McCarthy would be next if they can extend the inning.
Exactly the kind of bat you need in a clutch situation like this. Got to do whatever it takes to give him a chance.
That one at the knees for a strike. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again at the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. So no runs. Ryan Ward at the plate now after picking up his first major league hit in his last at bat.
Yeah, special moment for him individually, no doubt about it. He'll remember where he hit it, who was on the mound, and the
Frye to second. That's one. What a double play that was. Inning over. Offense held in check there through 8 full. It's the Padres 4 and the Angels 2. Runner at first with 2 away. Boof, Frye, the next to hit for the Angels. 0 for 3 in this one. That one in the dirt and gets away. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance.
As a closer, he's out there in that role for a reason, but even they lose the handle on one here and there, especially with all the nasty stuff coming out of bullpens these days. He's making it a little interesting here.
Ersig. He's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a ton of strikeouts. In a tough spot like this, that is a big-time benefit. The tying run at the plate. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
As a hitter, when a guy like this comes into the game, you feel like he's standing on top of you, and it's just attack mode coming right at you, expecting to get a swing and miss.
Tying run at the plate. Fouls one off. 2-2. Ersig is just 1 strike away. Swing, and this one's bounced to the ground. And a foul ball. Got him, and that's the ball game. Frye with a forgettable showing in the loss. No hits and 4 strikeouts. The golden sombrero.
Well, Boog, not too much to lift.
Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. Spring training baseball coming your way. It's the Cincinnati Reds and the Los Angeles Angels. First pitch coming your way next.
And now, please welcome.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Clifford will hit next. And he can't come up with it. And no shot to get him at first. There's 2 aboard.
All over that one right there. That's one of those you classify as just too hot to handle. Hit it on the screws, and it couldn't be fielded cleanly, but you can't really blame the defense in that case.
Boof, Frye stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Fastball for a strike. 2 out, space is empty. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
The throw to first, and that is the inning. Angels go quietly. Man at first, 1 away.
The third baseman, Boof, Frye.
This to third. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe.
Now batting, the center field.
Back to the top of the lineup, and now Jake McCarthy. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. On the ground to third. There's one. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. Bottom of the inning. So in now for the Angels, Boof, Frye. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So now back to the top of the order.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from. And there was just no one there to knock it down.
And next for the Angels, Kyron Paris. Grounder off the pitcher. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Now batting, the second baseman.
First and second, no outs. Now the number 2 hitter. On the ground, 2 ball. To second, there's 1. Relay to first, double play. Christian Pache is going to get a chance to hit here. Clark is just 1 strike away. That one the other way. Base hit and a run comes in. Frye with an okay game in the loss.
Not one to put on the personal highlight reel necessarily, but wasn't a big downfall for him in the loss.
And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. Spring training action on MLB The Show. It's the Los Angeles Angels and the Chicago Cubs.
And now, please welcome
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. 1 down. Boof, Frye. The next to hit for the Angels. Ball 1, no strikes. And there's a ball.
Not showing great command so far in this at bat. 2-0 count. He's got to execute here or this could get ugly.
Runner on the go. Pitching for a strike. And that's a stolen base. Not even close. Man at second. Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
He has a tendency to chase out of his zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
And a pitch. In the air, out towards left center. Makes the grab for the second out.
now batting.
1 out. Runner at second. Crow Armstrong, the next to hit.
Armstrong.
Smash to the left side. Fires to first in time. Nobody out. Runner at first. Inside. And it's 1-0. just missed. Two-0. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
And that is downstairs. And that's ball three.
One strike.
Neto gets his lead at first with nobody out. Swing and a line drive and a base hit out into left center field. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
Back to the top of the lineup. So in now for the Angels, Jake McCarthy. Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. Coming home. The throw in. It's offline. The run comes in. It's 5-2.
The second baseman.
First and second. No outs. Morales now at the plate. Traffic on the bases with one already in. And we're at the top of the fifth.
I got one ball, one
in the
strike.
dirt, blocked. That one off the bad part of the bat, just a lazy fly ball. And that'll fall for a base hit. They won't test it here. Bases loaded, no outs.
That's 3 singles in a row. He clearly didn't catch that one on the big part of the bat. Just kind of muscled it out there. And, you know, on the mound, it can be pretty frustrating for a pitcher. But you just kind of have to expect those to drop in there sometimes.
Ball four, and a run comes in to score.
He's really gotten himself into a mess out there and now forces home a run with the walk. This inning's definitely getting away from him.
And we're back. Now the third baseman, Boof, Frye. And that one fouled off. Swings through that.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. I mean, you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Frye in the box now, takes strike one. Next pitch, not close, up high. That one missed.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
Turned on, but foul wide of third. With the go-ahead run standing at second, and we're in the top of the 8th. On the ground, and foul ball.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
Into center. Hill on the move to the infield. Long run, tracks it down. And that's the third out. But they score. We head to the bottom of the 9th. So up now for Chicago, Esteban Feliz. That's to third. Zips it across, and they get the leadoff man in the ninth.
The catcher, number 9, Miguel Amaya.
So up next, Boof, Frye.
Boof, Frye.
First pitch misses.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
With the go-ahead run standing at second, and here in extra innings. And another ball.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
That one inside. 3 balls, no strikes. Top of the zone for a called strike. And that is out of play.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
First and second, no outs. We are in the 11th. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Coming home. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and they've got the lead in extra innings.
That's a good job right there. You had 2 strikes on you, just got to battle.
Here's Christian Pache. Neto on second. Frye on at first with nobody out. Line drive. Oh, he gloves it.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Now the number 2 hitter. This is a guy who's in the lineup first and foremost because of what he contributes defensively, Chris. And when you talk about preventing, step off, throw to first. Oh, they got him leaning. He's out. Frye had a decent showing in this one.
I'm sure they're glad they got the win, but if he's going to be a driver for their offense, he needs better days than this. Some good signs.
Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. Spring training action on MLB The Show. It's the Los Angeles Angels taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this.
Welcome, your Los Angeles Dodgers.
Will Smith to the plate.
The catcher, Will Smith.
Swing and a ground ball. Whips it to first. Inning over. End of 1. Boof, Frye, the next to hit for the Angels. That one finds the corner. It's 0-1.
Man, that pitch was dotted. So much talent on display when this guy's out there on the hill.
And now it's even up.
Strike.
Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Now time called at the plate. Top of the third, no score. Fouls it off, still 1-2. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
Up next to you,
First and third, one down.
the third baseman, Boof. Frye.
On the ground.
That ball's
And it
foul.
goes just foul. Two on, one out. That one
One ball,
outside.
two
And
strikes.
the count 1-2. Ground ball left side, could be two. Off balance feet, there's
Yeah.
one. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
I promise you, there are guys that get a little bit faster when they can smell an RBI. That was a possible inning-ending double play. Great hustle, and he gets rewarded with the RBI because of it.
Back to the top of the order now. Jake McCarthy, the next to hit for the Angels. Pickoff move to first.
He's in
Frye dives back in safely. Knack, 31 years old, and he was a second-round pick in 2020. Another move to first, and he's back in that time as well. And that's disengagement number 2. Runner takes off, pitch in for a strike, throw to second, out there, and that ends bottom of the inning. And now number 94. And a bunt towards third. And that's a bunt single that was placed perfectly. 2 on, 2 outs. Line to left. And that is that. Frye had a rough go of it in the loss.
I don't want to pile on a player when he's down, but that was a lousy game at the dish. They'll need to get better games from.
And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Spring training action on MLB. And welcome back to the ballpark. On to the third inning. And here is number 2. That's to third. Frye throws to first in time and one away in the top of the third. So digging in, Boof, Frye.
The third baseman, Boof, Frye.
Mize back to work. And there's a ball. And that's in for a strike. And it's 1-1. Out to short. It's through for a hit. And a good start to the inning.
Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
And stepping in is the speedy Jake McCarthy. Worked a walk in his first trip to the plate. Mize a move to first. Frye back in on a dive. Back over to first, and he's back again. And that's disengagement number 2.
Runner.
To second, and he's out. Here's Byron Buxton.
The center fielder, Byron Buxton.
Now a drag bunt, third base side. Grabs it barehanded. Not in time. He's safe. One out, base is empty.
The third baseman, Boof.
Frye goes 5 feet 9 inches, 25 years old, and he was a third-round pick in 2024. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And that drops in for a strike. Just missed. Popped up. Lewis. And puts the squeeze on that one. Out number 2. And we're back. Here's Royce Lewis.
The third baseman, Royce Lewis.
And that's a fair ball. Otanez, the tall righty, 31 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic.
No need to offer that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
Pitch misses, and that is ball 1. And that one hammered. That's back there. Adios, pelota. A massive home run. It's 4-3. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I could feel that swing from the booth.
Let's break out the StatCast numbers. It's Singy. It tells us this home run was projected at more than 450 feet.
Yeah, and not many players can hit home runs as far as this one. That's a special feeling, and I'm sure he was giggling a little bit as he was jogging around the bases. That was one heck of a swing he put on the baseball.
Frye with a solid contribution even despite the loss. 2 hits, including that long ball.
Oh, Boogie definitely made a difference for him in this one, even in
Welcome into Date Palm Field. Spring training baseball coming your way. It's the Los Angeles Angels taking on the San Francisco Giants.
And now, please welcome
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this.
Giants.
Boof, Frye, the next to hit for the Angels.
Frye.
And that one finds its way through. So now back to the top of the order.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Jake McCarthy. Struck him out looking.
Well, nice job right there. He struck him out twice. The pitch before looked like it was strike three. Doesn't get the call. Bears down. Throws another quality.
Move to first. Back in safe. Really close. Another move to first. And they're keeping him close. Runner on the go. Pitch misses. Throw to second. Tag. And they got him.
Wow. He just showed right there why he's known for having one of the best arms, one of the elite arms in the league. Man, that runner had a big lead at first base. You usually don't get thrown out, but this guy's such a great thrower. That's pretty amazing right there.
Out to short. Adames. On to first. And the leadoff hitter retired in the fifth.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
2 out, space is empty. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Corrals it, and that is that. Boof, Frye, the next to hit for the Angels. 1 for 3. Check swing, and he went. And it's 0-1.
0-1.
Misses the sweeper.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Bednar is just 1 strike away. He's got it. Ball game. And the Giants slug their way to a win in this one. Frye had a game to forget in the loss.
This wasn't his finest hour, Boog, and he may be a little frustrated.
And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Spring training action on MLB The Show. First pitch coming your way next. 1 down. And now the center fielder, Alejandro Ozuna. 1 down, base is empty. And a bunt towards third. Scoops it up barehanded. Over to first. Not in time. That's a bunt single. Bottom of the inning. Now the third baseman, Boof, Frye. Dolander back to work. And that one is downstairs, and it's 1-0. Saying he wasn't very sharp in the first, got hit around a little bit, just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff in the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Boog, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location, sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly, though.
And there's a ball. Swing and a miss. That one at 99. That is strike 2. Lifted in the air out to left. Frye makes the catch. 1 away.
And leading up for the Angels, the third baseman, Boof. Frye.
That one finds the zone. 0-1. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Next one is off the plate, and the count is 1-2.
See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. 1 out, base is empty.
Frye.
There's a strike. On the ground to the left. And foul ball. Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. Struck him out swinging. Pulled the string on the changeup. Boof Frye, the next to hit for the Angels.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Waste no time there. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Brady House, the next to hit for the Angels. And here it comes. Right side. Robert moves under it. Squeezes it. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Angels strand a couple. 2 outs, nobody on. Here's Michael Tolia. The Rockies down to their final strike. Bunting for a hit. Not in time. No, he's safe. Frye with a less than great game in this one.
Definitely didn't do much of anything for him in this one. I think he knows he's capable of more.
Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. Spring training action on. So digging in, Boof Frye. And that drops in for a strike.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
2 outs. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And now it's even 1-1.
1 strike.
Gets under it and pops it up. Squeezes it, and that's the third out. And now the DH, Guadalupe Gil. 1 out, bases empty. On the ground to third. To first, and there's 2 away.
Batting third.
2 on, 2 outs. First pitch doesn't find the zone. And another ball.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Next offering in there for a strike. And a count 2-1. First and second, 2 down. Fought off foul. That one 95 to finish him off. 1-run game, 1 out, 1 on. And a curve misses outside, ball 1. Ground ball right side, could be 2. Tags the runner for 1. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice. So in now for the Angels, Randy DeJesus. 2 outs.
1 ball.
Squirts away a little bit. Here's a 1-2. Bazana. And that'll do it. So no runs, no base hits, no errors. Base is empty, 1 away. Boof, Frye, the next to hit for the Angels. 0 for 3 in this one. Check swing. Now we'll look down to first. No, he held up. All tied up here at the top of the 9th. And fouled off. One down, base is empty. And it's fouled off. In the air, left field. And there are 2 down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Trying to bunt his way on. Throw not in time. It's an unlikely infield single.
This is a frustrating play for the defense, but exactly how they imagined it playing out on offense. He drops down a gorgeous bunt, and what a time to do it. Now they have the winning run on base.
Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. Spring training baseball. Here's the third baseman, Boof, Frye.
Boof, Frye.
And the first pitch misses for ball one. Right through there for a strike. Checks his swing. Now it appeal to first. And he held up. 2 outs, base is empty. Check swing called strike. And that's strike 2. Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. Catcher has it, fires to first. That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it. 9 straight retired here. And we're back. All set for the start of the inning. Here's Betts. On the ground to third. Sends it across to first. And 1 gone in the fourth as they get the leadoff man. 1 out, base is empty. Pitch misses inside. And that's ball 1. Foul ball there. Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. Now a check swing at the 1-1. Look down to first, and he went, says Larry Bullard. That one not close, and it's 2-2. Chases the fastball up the ladder, struck him out.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
In there, and it's 0-1. And that one fouled off. Here's the 0-2. And that's in the dirt.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Popped up left side. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. So digging in, Johan Rojas.
Now batting, right fielder, Johan Rojas.
Bunting for a hit. Grabs it barehanded to first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe. Frye with a forgettable showing in the loss.
I don't want to pile on a player when he's down, but that was a lousy game at the dish. They'll need to get better.
Hello, baseball. 2 on, 1 out. And now the DH, Michael Arroyo. Hit on the ground, might be 2. Fired to second, and that's 2. Top half of the 3rd inning, so in now for the Angels, Boof, Frye. Miller back to work. Frye getting to start at 3rd, 25 years old, and he was a 3rd-round pick in 2024. And a base hit. So now back to the top of the order.
Up next for the Angels.
Pretty good spot, hard and inside, but that's a perfect example of keeping your hands inside the ball, tight to the body. The ability to take that back up the middle shows his approach is to use the entire field.
Jake McCarthy, the next to hit for the Angels. Miller throws over. Frye back on a dive. Frye aboard here at first with nobody out. On the ground to 3rd. Norby throws to second for 1. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it, got the ground ball.
2 out, space is empty. Outside low, ball 1.
1-0.
Right through there for a strike.
He doubled up on the off speed there. We talk about the power fastball, but he's working a little differently here.
And a 1-2. Line drive. And a base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Well, he wasn't afraid to hit with 2 strikes. I think he choked up a little bit, maybe spread out, but he got the job done right there.
So the batting order turns over. Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Jake McCarthy. Pickoff move to first, and he's back in there. This one in the air. Drops into the glove, and that'll do it. Angels leave 1. Score remains tied. And we're back, ready to begin the 8th. Now at the plate, Boof, Frye.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
Right through there for a strike. And that one fouled off. Here's the 0-2.
Ball.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone, because that's where you get hurt.
Time called now.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. On to first, gets him. 1 away on a drop 3rd strike.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically, like.
So up next, Boof, Frye.
Well, bottom of the order here, Boog. You got to go right after this guy.
As they look to pick up an add-on run, and the number 9 guy at the plate. Hit on the ground to short. Bichette whips it across, and they're happy to just get off the field after that frame. So in the Frye didn't do a whole lot in the win.
I'm sure they're glad they got the win, but if he's going to be a driver for their offense, he needs better days than this.
Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. Now the third baseman, Boof Frye.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
One down, base is empty. Fly ball center field. Thomas pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. This is J.J. Bleday.
He's got pop, which is a little sneaky because he's so comfortable with taking his base hits to the opposite field, but he can jump you if you make a mistake.
On the ground to third. On to first. That's out number 3. Royals go down 1-2-3. They trail things here 2-0. Two outs. Bases are full. And that one fouled off.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
That misses the zone, and that's ball 1.
1-1.
Oh, right to the backstop. Runners stay put, and the count moves to 2-1. Jones, the runner at third. Neto on second. Garrett at first. 2 out of the inning. Next pitch is outside. In the air, left side, Francisco. And that is that. 2 runs in the inning, but they strand. 2 outs, base is empty.
The third baseman, Boof, Frye.
Dollar, 30 years old now, and he was a 5th-round pick in 2020. That one fouled off. Swing and a soft liner out to left field, and that'll get down for a hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Swing and a ground ball. The throw to first, and that is that. So no runs here on a base hit. Here's the third baseman, Boof, Frye. First offering, and it just misses.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
Right down to shoot, and now it's even 1-1.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get two. Get out of this.
Now before the 1-1, time is called. That one missed. Runners at first and second with one gone.
Here we go, kid.
Line drive out towards left field. That's a base hit. Coming home. He'll score to third. Tag, got him.
That's heads up play right there. The outfielder knowing he has no shot at the runner at home, so comes up trying to cut that runner off at third and does a really nice job. Got to appreciate that.
Here's the catcher. One, two now. And he hits a ground ball right side. Albies whips it to first. And that is the inning. 2 runs, 4 hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. Here in the bottom of the 9th, 1 out. Carter Jensen steps in for the Royals. And they're down to their last out.
Now batting, right fielder, Joey.
Frye did okay for them in this one.
Maybe not his best showing, but they got the win, and he should be happy about that.
Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. Spring training action. And we're back. Top half of the third inning. Now the third baseman, Boof, Frye. Hauk back to work. And that is downstairs. And that's ball one. Went with the sweeper for the strike. There's a swing and a drive. And it hits the fence. Around first, digging for two. Well, he thought about two, but he's back to first safely.
The center fielder, Jake McCarthy.
So the batting order turns over. Jake McCarthy, the next to hit for the Angels. Here's a 1-1. In the dirt. Throws down to first, but he wasn't going anywhere. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. He's got it, and there's one down. Man at first with one gone. Juan Morales, the next to hit for the Angels. Kicks and deals. Runner on the move. Throw to second. Ow!
Wow, he just showed right there why he's known for having one of the best arms, one of the elite arms in the league. Man, that runner had a big lead at first base. You usually don't get thrown out, but this guy's such a great thrower. That's pretty amazing right there.
Frye gets out of the way. That's ball one. One out, base is empty. Right through there for a strike. Not even close there. Ball two.
Clearly didn't come out of his hand the right way. Left that curveball way up.
Gets under it and pops it up. McLean. And he makes the catch. And there's two down. So runner at second, two down. Here's Ryan Mountcastle. And he can't come up with it. And no shot to get him at first. There's two aboard.
Oh, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. Fielder got a piece of it, but the way that thing came off the bat, no surprise at all. He couldn't pick it cleanly. It's a very difficult play, and that swing definitely was deserving of a hit. And another big at bat coming up here, looking for a way to get that tying run across with two outs.
Frye, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one.
Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
Strike one. Up the middle. McLean whips it to first. One up, one down.
First of all, that's just a nice job to even get to that ball. And then even more impressive was the throw. Off balance, had to try to, in the air, get his shoulders turned and make a strong throw. Does show off the strength of the arm. We're using
Frye. Off balance speed. There's one. Double play. They can't seem to break through. Inning over.
Poetry in motion there as the second baseman turns the double play. Nice throw to first, and that's the way to end the inning.
Frye had a game to forget.
This wasn't his finest hour, and he may be a little frustrated heading back to the clubhouse, even though they got the win.
And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. Spring training action on Cal Raleigh, the next to hit for the Reds. 2 on, 1 out. This to third. Safe at first as they can't make the play. Now the third baseman, Boof, Frye.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
Popped up. Mateo has a beat on it. He's got it, and there's 2 away. 2 aboard, 2 outs.
The third baseman, Boof, Frye.
There's a strike.
When you're struggling out there on the mound, hitters know that there'll be plenty of opportunities within the at-bat to try to get something to hit hard.
Jones, the lead runner at second. Garrett on at first with 2 down. A little out front there as he swings through it.
0-2 is the count.
In the air out to center. Adams makes the grab on the run. So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Ellie De La Cruz now at the plate. Tied at 4. To third, Frye. And that is that. So they strand a pair. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Ben Kuderna.
Now pitching for the Reds, number 60, Ben
Kuderna. In his second season, he features a 4-seam fastball, a changeup, a slider, and he works in a 2-seamer. And the pitch. The other way, and foul ball. On the ground to the left, Collier tosses across to first, and a quick out, number 1. 1 down. Here's the third baseman, Boof, Frye. 0 for 3 in this one. There's a strike.
On the mound, you take a note. You see the hitter's willingness to chase that pitch upstairs, get deeper in the count, try to climb the ladder.
1-run game, 1 out, 1 on. Line drive, De La Cruz fired to second, and that's 2. No runs, 1 hit. Frye with a forgettable showing in the loss.
Well, certainly a frustrating game at the plate, Boog. I think he'd be the first to tell you he's capable.
Here's Michael Tolia. 2 outs, base is empty. On the ground to third. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Gets off a throw. Save. It was never going to be easy after the misplay.
We all know that that first inning can be a critical one in terms of guys settling in and the tone being set for the game. So this isn't what you're looking for on defense. 2-out errors are a lot like 2-out walks, but maybe even worse because your pitcher did his job to get what should have been the last out of that inning.
Boof, Frye stands in now and watches strike one. Pitch misses there, and it's 1-1. 1 out, base is empty, and a run in. Bottom half of inning number 2. Now a check swing at the 1-1. Look down to first. Yes, he did. That's a swing. And a pitch. On the ground. Sends it to Tolia. 2 away.
Up next for the Angels.
1 out and a runner at second. In the dirt, but kept close. Here comes the 0-1. On the ground to the left. Boom. Throws on to first. 2 gone. Runner at first with no outs here.
Frye.
0-1.
He can live up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
Inside. And now it's even 1-1. Now one missed. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Coming on Robert, and he's there. 1 down.
Up next for the Angels.
And here is number 92. Softly hit to third. Zips it to first. That's out number 2.
That's why you hug the lines on the corners late in the ball game like this. Positioned perfectly.
1 down, winning run on first.
This is a good situation if you want to try to steal a base. 9-hitter, and you're about to turn this lineup over. So get a little momentum as you turn it over.
And another ball. Chris with that distraction and a speedy guy at first. He's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Here's the pitch. Runner goes. There's a ball. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
Winning run in scoring position now, so a clutch AB could end this one. You know, having a good lead is so key when you're stealing bases, even if you've got great speed. But if you don't have great speed, but can get an extended lead and a good jump, you can steal bases on a catcher who can really throw it. That's a nice job right there.
Next offering is in for a strike. 1 away, and the game-winning run stands at second. Line drive, caught.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
We're in extras here, so in now for Colorado, Ezekiel Tovar. Slides, but he can't come up with it. Coming home. Tag out. They cut down the go-ahead run at the plate. Winning run stands at second. base hit around third. Throw is offline. This one's over, and the Angels win it in 12.
You know, he had to feel the pressure. Winning run on second base. Found a way to make solid contact, and the winning run comes across to score. Everyone going crazy. Exciting finish to this game today.
Six, 5 the final. One out, runner at second. Now it's Corey Seager. Slides, but it gets by him. Badu rounds third, headed for the plate. Play at the plate, got him.
Well, not much you can say here other than you should have listened to your third base coach. It's tough because we've all seen examples of this working out for players, but when it doesn't, it's a really bad look.
And the batter now, Boof, Frye. Swung on, belted. And it's into the gap, coming home. He will score, and they take the lead. He's in there.
Waste no time there. Man, that feels so good to shoot an absolute bolt the opposite way. Split the gap and know that you've got extra bases right off the bat. That's the kind of thing hitters dream about when they're falling asleep at night.
Runner at third, nobody out. And here's the catcher. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. In to score is the runner from third. It's an RBI single, and they take a 2-run lead.
Picks himself up an RBI. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Rocker back to work. Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. One down.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
1 out, bases empty. This one popped up. Ritter settles underneath it. And there's 2 away.
Going to have a little more discipline in future at bats. That pitch looked good, but you can't hit it. It was just too high in the zone. You usually see a swing and miss or weak contact in the infield.
Now a screamer into the outfield. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. 1 run across. Garrett around third. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. So 2 runs, 4 hits, no errors, and 1. Here's the third baseman, Boof, Frye. That one misses, and it's 1-0. 2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top of the 8th. Next offering upstairs.
2 balls, no strike.
And there's a ball.
3-0.
There's the strike. Swings through that one out in front that time. Time called now before the payoff pitch. 2 outs, base is empty. In the air, out towards left center. And that is that. 2 runs in the inning, 2 hits, 1 was a home run. No errors, no one left. Frye had a sensational showing in the win.
Well, Boot, can't say enough about what he did for him in this one. He's a big reason they got the W, and it's easy to see why he's a key contributor for him.
One down. Stepping in, Kelly Chesick. To third, Frye. Fires across the diamond. Got him.
Batting in, the catcher, Edgar Carroll.
One down, runner at third. Frye now at the plate.
You have to stay disciplined in these at-bats. Try not to chase. A strikeout here is the last thing you want.
That's in there, and it's 0-1.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
And it's strike two.
0-2.
Swing and a ground ball. Tosses across to first. There for the out. Runner scores from third.
So important to really lock in on an at-bat like this. It seems easy with the infield back, but you've got to make sure you put the ball in play. Put it on the ground, brought that run in.
So runner at second, 2 down. And now the catcher comes up to him. Edgar Carroll. On the ground to third. And the inning is over. So no runs here. 2 out, space is empty. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Kwan heads after it. And that'll do it. Halfway home, all even. Stephen Kwan steps to the plate for the White Sox. 2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across last half of inning number 5. And he drops it down the third baseline. Frye. Safe. And that's his third hit.
Now back, third baseman, Boof.
And there's a hit.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension.
Throw over to first. And he's back in safely. Frye leads off first with 1 away. That one out to right. And it falls. And they put up the stop sign at second. Michael Hedger digs in now. Inside move to second, and he's back in on a dive.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
On the ground to first. Devolpe at second for 1. Back to first. Double play. Nice job getting over, and that ends the inning. Here's the third baseman, Boof, Frye. Cut on and lifted in the air. He's there. He's got it. And that'll do it. Boof, Frye will hit next. That one at the knees for a strike. Top of the third, no score. On the ground, and that's just foul. That one not close, and that's ball one.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
There's a swing and a drive. That's down. One hops off the wall. Run scores easily, and it's 1-0.
A costly mistake in the outfield thanks to the bad read and terrible timing for that to happen. That's a play you just want to forget about.
So the batting order turns over, and now the center fielder, Jake McCarthy. Spence checks the runner. Frye back in on a dive. McCarthy working through some struggles lately. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. He makes the grab. 2 down.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
So runner at second, 2 down. Morales digs in now. The other way. He's got it, and that'll end the inning.
Up next for the Angels, the third baseman, Boof, Frye.
There goes the runner. Strike in there. Safe at second, and that was not close. And that one hammered. That's back. Adios, pelota. He sends it out of here, and they grab the lead. It's 3-1.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results. He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrists to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the loft, and gets the home run.
First and second, 2 outs. Royce Lewis up next for the A's. Ground ball left side. Fires across the diamond. They limit the damage here. And welcome back to the ballpark. We go to the 8th. Now the third baseman, Boof, Frye. Just missed.
1-0.
And another ball. Next offering in there for a strike. 2 balls and a strike. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Now batting.
So in now for the Angels, Brady House. Medina over to first. Frye dives back in safely. Nobody out. Runner at first. Grounder might be 2. Gets it to first.
He's out.
First out in the top of the 8th.
Good late bite on that slider. Got the hitter out in front, rolled over on it. Exactly what he was supposed to do.
1 out. Check on the runner, and he just got his hand in there. Line drive. Elliott makes the catch. Runner tags at second. Actually, he'll stay put, and there are 2 outs. Runner at second, 2 down. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
4 pitches. That's an easy walk, man. He could have walked me right there, Boog. The last one wasn't even close.
Left field, Palacios. And that's the 3rd out. Frye was outstanding in this ball game, helping them get the win. Put together 3 hits, 1 of them a home run.
Really impressive work at the dish, Boog. He gave his teammates a lot of
One down. Boof, Frye, the next to hit for the Angels. Frye with a homer in his last game. To third. Zips it across, and there's 2 away. And we're back. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the third baseman, Joseph Ortiz. That's the third. What a stop. The throw. Nicely done for the out.
cat-like reflexes on that one. Makes the dive, has to get up. Clean exchange to throw a strike across the diamond. And what a tremendous play.
Now batting, third baseman, Boof, Frye.
And that one fouled off. On the ground, and it goes just foul. Garrett off of first with 2 away. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Gets to it onto first. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. He continues to roll. 2 gone. The possible go-ahead run at first.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. Lead runner makes the turn at second. Garrett headed for the plate. He scores and they have the lead.
These hitters today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
So runner at second, 2 down. Hedger the next to hit. This one in the dirt. He swings and hits a fly ball center field, and that'll fall for a base hit. Run comes in from second, and it's an RBI single, and they lead by 2.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. These days, most outfielders play pretty deep, and I'm not sure if that was a factor there or not, but off the bat, you're thinking it's going to be a pop out, and it just kind of nestled into that spot where no one was able to get to it.
Frye with an okay. Now it's Fernando Tatis Jr. Traffic on the bases with one already in here at the top of the second. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. In comes the run from third to add on. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 4. Now the third baseman, Boof, Frye. Frye getting to start at third, 25 years old, and he's been on a good run at the plate, hitting over .325 in his last 10 games. Grabs it on the run, and there's 2 down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
First pitch, and he just misses. Garrett stands at first with 1 out. That one in the dirt and gets away. Garrett into scoring position on the wild pitch, and there goes the double play possibility. Breaking ball through there for a strike. Off the plate, and now 3-1. 1 out and a runner at second. Last half of inning number 5. On the ground to short, Kim. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Back to the top of the lineup. And now here is Jake McCarthy. 0-2 now. A swing and a soft liner. Nice grab.
Wow, that was an awesome leaping catch. Great reactions, great athleticism, and he snatched that thing out of the air, and he robbed him of a base hit.
Here's a 1-2. Oh, he botches it. Still finds a way to get off a throw. Misplay doesn't cost him. Inning over. 1 out and a runner at second.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
1 out and a runner at second. Here at the bottom of the 7th. On the ground to the left. And that's just foul.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Right-handed reliever. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Neto over at second, one down. High fly ball out to left field. De La Cruz pulls it down, and there's two gone.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Fires across the diamond. That's out number 3. Here in the bottom of the ninth, one out. Frye digs in now.
0 for 3 in this one.
You got the number 9 hole hitter right here, looking to do whatever he can to get on base, turn this lineup over so the best hitters in this lineup have a chance to tie up the ball game or maybe even walk it off.
Outside low, and that's ball 1.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Trying to close out a 1-run lead, and the home team trying to pull it out.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When she elevates, guys aren't touching it.
Looking to get the tying run on base. This one driven deep, way back there, and it's gone. We are tied. He circles the bases, and we're starting over. It's 5-5.
He just sent a jolt of electricity into this stadium with that swing.
That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
One out, runner at second. Next, it's the catcher for the Padres, Ethan Salas.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head. As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Smash to the left side. And he can't come up with it. The tag, and he's out.
Talk about being able to dial up the velocity. That first baseman over there might need a little pad inside that first baseman's mitt.
Frye played well, but couldn't lift the team to a win. Just one hit, but it did leave the yard.
No question that he delivered at the dish for him. Even though it wasn't enough to get them the W, this was a good showing at the
Next for Cincinnati, Will Benson. That one down the line, and it stays fair. It's in and out of his glove. Makes the turn and heads for second, and he'll pull into second safely.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle.
Just found a way to slap that ball down the third baseline. That's really excellent back control, and it kind of goes back to all those drills you see hitters do off the tee where it's placed in different spots. That was just nice.
Louder back to work. And first offering is fouled off. swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Mateo makes the grab on the run.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
In the air on the infield, and the infield fly is called. One-run game, one out, one on. That one ripped left field, and it one-hops the wall. Lead runner holds at third, so 2 runners in scoring position and just 1 out.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Put a pretty good swing on that one as he drove it out to deep left. Didn't quite have the right combination of launch angle and exit velocity to get it over the fence, but you're never going to be disappointed with extra bases.
Michael Hedger, the next to hit. Back to work, 3-2 now. And they're all loaded up.
Take your base.
Oh, that sets up a really big at bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
Line and a base hit into right. One runs in. Fires to the plate. It's off the mark and he scores. And they're up by 3.
One of the hardest things to do in the game, to stay mentally and physically ready for the big opportunity, and he came through for his club right there.
So they're all loaded up.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Slap the other way, foul. Swings through that. All loaded up, and we're in the top of the 8th. And he asks for time now. Chance to take a breath with the bases loaded. Breaking ball misses down and away.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
And now 2-2. Swings and misses. Well done behind the dish.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Frye did well enough for them.
Not one to put on the personal highlight reel necessarily.
One down. Now the third baseman, Boof, Frye. On the ground, Montgomery. To first, 2 away. 1 out, bases empty. Frye, 25 years old, and he's driven in double-digit runs over his last 10 games. And the sweeper catches the plate.
0-1.
Bases empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. Next offering is fouled back. got him swinging.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time, a little anxious.
One down, base is empty. That's the third. Frye. And that is out number 2.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Swing and a foul out of play. Trying to hold a 1-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. On the ground to the left, and it goes just foul. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Frye had a game to forget in the loss.
Well, certainly a frustrating game at the plate, Boog. I think he'd be the first to tell you.
First and second, 2 outs. Frye, the next to hit.
Well, the best way to shake off yesterday's struggles is to get on the board early. They've got a guy in scoring position. They've got to find a way here to get him in.
Swing and a ground ball, and foul ball. Jones, the lead runner, out at second. Garrett at first, 2 out of the inning. Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, this is a higher leverage spot, and I love the way that he's turned things around. He's got 2 outs now ahead in this count, and he can pretty much dictate what's going to happen next in terms of the pitch sequence.
Kicks and deals. That one not close, and that's ball 1.
See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
And just misses with that one.
Close pitch there, and he's kind of wondering where it missed. You know, getting a feel for each umpire's strike zone is something that pitchers and hitters really have to think about and work on from game to game and sometimes from at bat to at bat.
Next one off the plate inside. 3-2 now.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Tying run in scoring position, bottom half of inning number 2. And they're all loaded up.
Well, the stage has been set for this offense, Boog. It's all about creating opportunities, and this is one of them right here.
And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Jake McCarthy. On the ground, right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So they strand 3 and leave him. Runners at the corners with 2 outs. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. And it's 0-1.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
Swings and chases a low one there. Traffic on the bases with 3 already across here in the last half of the 3rd. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Good job to fight that one off. On the ground to third. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. In comes the runner from third, and it's an RBI single. It's 4-2.
That's a good job right there. You got 2 strikes on you. Just got to battle.
Back to the top of the lineup, and stepping in is the speedy Jake McCarthy. Soft contact in the air, makes the play, and it's out number 3. 9 batters come to the plate, 4 of them score. 1 out, base is empty. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. There was nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped. Caught out in front and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
Check on the runner. Frye back on a dive. On the ground, 2 ball. In there safely. So digging in, Juan Morales.
Second baseman, Juan.
Runners at first and second with 1 gone. Last half of inning number 5. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
That one down the line, and it stays fair. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score. It's an RBI single. It's 7-2.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Just found a way to slap that ball down the third baseline. That's really excellent back control, and it kind of goes back to all those drills you see hitters do off the tee where it's placed in different spots. That was just nice.
Frye in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. Garrett off of first with 2 away. That one in the dirt and gets away. Runner holds. Count goes to 1-2. Two outs. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Frye had a solid game for them, a real contributor.
Well, every team in the league wants hitters who can consistently deliver games like the one he had today.
First and second, 2 outs. Frye digs in now. On the ground, Freeland. And that is the inning. 2 left on. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Dodgers 1. So 2 down, and now it's Christian Walker. Ground ball left side. Oh, what a stop. Throw to first, and very nicely done for the out.
Well, that's cat-like reflexes over there at the hot corner. Nice job of making that play and ending the inning.
Ready now for the 5th inning. Here's the third baseman, Boof, Frye. Frye, 25 years old, and he's been on a good run at the plate, hitting over 300 in his last 10 games. And that one is popped in the air, shallow center, and it falls. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Now batting, the center fielder.
So the lineup flips over. Jake McCarthy, the next to hit for the Angels. Line drive, that's a base hit into right field. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Down in the count, battling to stay alive, and just a nice job to put it in play.
He clearly didn't catch that one on the big part of the bat, just kind of muscled it out there. And, you know, on the mound, it can be pretty frustrating for a pitcher, but you just kind of have to expect those to drop in there sometimes.
First and second, 1 out. Jonah Bride, the next to hit. Got him looking. Went back to the sinker, and it was successful. So 2 on with 2 away. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Ryan Noda. And he drops it down the third baseline. On to first. That ends the frame of the bunt attempt. Angels strand a couple. It's still first and second, 2 down. Here's Mookie Betts. Freeland, the lead runner, out at second. Rengifo on at first with 2 down. On the ground to third. Sends it to first, and that is that. No runs, a hit. 2 outs, and 1 in scoring position. Now 1 out to right. Pajes moving under it, and that'll do it. Run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. Boof, Frye, the next to hit for the Angels. 1 for 3. Rip to third. Throws to first. Now 1 gone in the 9th. One down. Alex Freeland steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Hot shot to third. Throws to first.
He's out.
And there are 2 outs. And now, Boof, Frye.
First baseman, Boof, Frye.
He was late there. Strike 1.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now.
1 out, bases empty. On the ground to third. Freeland slings to first.
He's out.
That's it out. Here's the left fielder. Ground ball left side, could be 2. Fired to second, and that's 2.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Second and third, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5. That one finds the zone, and the count is 1-1. And there's a ball. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Kicks and deals. That one down the line. Base hit. 1 run is in. Can't glove it cleanly. The run comes in to score from second.
Nope, he's safe.
Very costly error in the outfield on that one. 2 runs come across, so that's just a tough one to swallow. You know, some errors you can get bailed out by your pitcher if he's able to work around it, but not here. The damage is already done.
And next for the Angels, Jake McCarthy.
Listen, there's absolutely no reason to pitch to this guy right here. You nibble, you see if he'll expand his zone, but don't give him anything to hit. If you walk him, not a big deal. You have a double play opportunity set up.
On the ground to third. Throws to first in time. So runner at second, 2 down. Morales digs in now. Fly ball to right. Squeezes it, and that is that. So 5 innings in the books now with the no-hit. So the lineup flips over. Luis Rengifo steps to the plate for the Dodgers. 1 down, base is empty. And he drops it down the third baseline. Barehand scoop, gathers and throws. Not in time. That's a bunt single. And there's a strike.
No ball. 1 strike.
Check swing on an 0-2. Appeal to first. And Ed Drummond right on it. Says he held up. Here's a 1-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. You know, when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this.
Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. Spring training baseball coming your way. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers and the Los Angeles Angels. First pitch coming your way next. So bases loaded with one away. Frye getting ready to hit.
Well, a really rough inning out there on the mound. And this is one of those where you learn a lot about a guy's toughness and his ability to turn the page and keep pressing forward.
In the dirt, but kept close. Well done behind the dish. And that one is lifted in the air. Base hit, one run is in. Here's the throw to the plate, but it's offline. And the lead is up to 5.
Well, he wasn't afraid to hit with 2 strikes. I think he choked up a little bit, maybe spread out, but he got the job done right there.
Now it's the Angels leadoff man, Jake McCarthy. Singy, he's got a history of coming through into big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure whether clutch actually exists, but you look at the number, cut on and lift it in the air, and that'll fall for a base hit. Throw back in, holds the runner at third. Base is now loaded, only one away. And next for the Angels, Juan Morales. Comebacker could be 2. Fires home for 1. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. 2 outs, nobody on. Shohei Ohtani steps to the plate for the Dodgers. The 1-2. Swing and a ground ball. What a stop. The throw, safe at first, and an infield single keeps the inning going.
With 2 outs, you just want to find a way to keep the line moving for the next guy. So an infield single right there does the job. Nicely done, just putting it in play and getting down to first to keep this inning alive. You never know what might come next as a result.
Hit on the ground to short. Betts handles, throws to first. Leadoff hitter gone in the 3rd. And we're back, ready now for the 5th inning. And now the DH, Shohei Ohtani. That's the 3rd. Frye throws to first in time. 1 up, 1 down.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus. But they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
On the ground out to short. Sneaks through, base hit. So the 1-out hit turns the lineup over. So the batting order turns over. Jake McCarthy, the next to hit. Ground ball right side, could be 2. To Betts at second for 1. Double play. And that'll do it for the inning. No runs, 1 hit. First and second, 2 outs. Frye now at the plate.
Well, bottom of the order here, Boog. You got to go right after this guy.
As they look to pick up an add-on run. And the number 9 guy at the plate. That's to third, and it goes just foul. Neto over at second. Garrett at first, 2 out of the inning. On the ground to the left. Got him on the off-balance throw. They don't come much closer than that. Bang, bang, played. Frye with a good game to help lift them to the win.
Well, he definitely made a difference for him in this one. Nice effort to contribute to the win.